I'm Hannah.
I'm George.
I'm Joe.
I'm Isaac.
I'm Ed. That's the lot. My favourite song to play live is one called Getting Petrol, which we haven't released yet, because it is quite frantic, quite wild.
I'd probably say the last one, Pirouette, just has like really good energy, and I feel like we kind of always end on like a pretty good high after that one, and it's always last in the set because of that. You going?
Yeah, my favourite song live is... It was going to be Long Short Round until I just played it today, and I found it a little tricky today. So actually, I think my new favourite song to play live is Church Song, because it's the easiest song in the set and always goes right.
I would also say Church Song. I think it's a very nice break in the set, and it's feels kind of spiritual. I don't know. It feels kind of
Hence the name.
Hence the name. Yeah.
I'm gonna go rogue. I've got two I can't choose between. One is called Arms, and the other one is called April, and that's because I took a lot of performance inspiration from Gerard Way, and I like to live out my little emo girl fantasy when we play them. Yes.
What's your favourite song you've released or released soon?
Should we go? Do you reckon we could all decide on one favourite release song we've done? I'm also going to vote Long Short Round. I think we're all thinking, yeah, we got 5 votes for Long Short Round, which is also our 5th song that these 5 people recorded. 5.
That one is unanimous. It was such a great recording experience, and it felt magical hearing it out.
Have you seen anyone at TG you thought was great? Or
Yeah.
There was someone. Well, we've seen quite a few bands.
Collectively.
We've seen so far. We've seen Martial Arts. We saw Rocket. We saw Mandy Indiana, and my highlight was seeing Shaking Hand, Manchester-based trio. They are just the tightest band that I feel actually occupy a niche of music which I love, which I don't hear many bands doing. Sort of math rock and quite sort of like, post-rock inspired, very technical.
Very tasteful math rock as well. It's like
We're huge fans of those guys. Anyone else?
Yeah. I was really excited to see Mandy Indiana because I really like to dance, and it fulfilled deeply. The show was great. I enjoyed dancing.
We boogied.
We boogied. Oh, it was so good. Music you can dance to is the best. Yeah. Anyone else?
I can say more nice things about Shaking Hand.
I was gonna say Shaking Hand. I think Joe said it all really.
They got Shaking Hand, got us like this.
Anything else from anyone?
I mean, Shaking Hand, yeah.
We didn't manage to get in because the queue was big, but the slow country sounded great from the courtyard.
Yeah. Well, you can quickly segue why that's good for about the slow country.
And if you didn't get into the courtyard like we didn't, you can see them when we play Manchester, because we're playing together.
you're allowed to be your vote, but what's the most recent song you saved on streaming?
Ooh, let's have a look.
Most recent song that
You've saved.
Strange.
I hope it's not horrible.
Interesting. Let me see.
I'll start off because it's an easy answer for me. I don't have streaming services because I saw how expensive they were over time, and I didn't like that, so now I try to buy albums. The last album I got was Curve. The band is called Curve, and I can't remember what the album's called. Doppelganger, I think. The one with all the babies on it, yeah. So that's not a new band, but I discovered them for the first time, and they were really fun.
Yesterday, I was sat with Ed at the dinner table, and he was educating me on Modest Mouse. And the most recent song I've saved is a song called What People Are Made Of, which was that the final track off the album? Was it that one? Yeah, it's a really interesting closer. It's really mental and crazy. You wouldn't expect it to be the final song, but it's really good. So that's my most recent.
My most recent is also an Ed-inspired choice. It's a 90s kind of emo band called Strictly Ballroom, and it's just like a collection of their recordings between the years 1994 and 1999, and it's fantastic. I highly recommend listening if you're that way inclined.
I was listening to this on the train. It's Little Grandad, and they put out 2 singles, Sleepwalking and Unmasked. It was very, very good. And then the grandfather himself, the master of music.
The last song that I saved, yesterday we were doing a bit of a musical Hear Me Out. We were sort of going around the 5 of us, and if you could get all 4 other people to agree that your choice sucked, then you kind of won the Hear Me Out.
You have to enjoy it yourself, genuinely.
You have to love it, and everyone else has to be appalled. And if like everyone turns around and says that's actually a really great song, then you've completely failed. But our friend Fran put on a song called No Cigar by Mill & Collin, which is apparently from the Tony Hawk soundtrack, which I didn't play Pro Skater 2. I can't remember what the song sounds like now, but apparently I liked it enough at the time.
Are there any small artists that you think deserve more attention?
Yes. A small band that we absolutely love, and I don't know why they're so small, are our friends in Naked Brunch. They're absolutely fantastic. It's kind of like chamber pop rock kind of stuff. They've got...
I think they refer to themselves as Baroque and roll.
They do.
Yes.
But there's Amelia in the band plays the cello, and they've got an absolutely fantastic drummer, Theo. They're incredibly cool. They did an album last year called Plague Dance that I would highly recommend listening to, and the stuff that they do that I think they maybe haven't recorded or are playing since then is just even better.
I can go next if you want.
Yeah.
A band which... What's that? Yes, I am. That's such a great shout. These guys have been going for a bit of time. Manchester band called Tigers and Flies. My friend Arvin drums in the band, and they are sort of like, I guess you'd call them sort of ska, punk, rock. They are incredible. They're a 7-piece. Half brass section, half punk band, and every one of them on their instruments is just incredible. Very, very watchable. They've got a band uniform, so you know they're fucking shit hot, because anyone who commits to a band uniform, I think, like, it completely coincides with them being a good band, in my opinion. Tigers and Flies, incredible band. Would always take the opportunity to see them if I can.
They're not a band I know personally, and I think they're based in the States, but there's a band called Golden Star, who, as far as I'm aware, I don't think they've got like loads of attention, but their first EP has been just like a reliable EP that I just always seem to be coming back to. They've got a very, very good song called Suture, and yeah, they deserve more.
Give them more.
Give them more!
There was a band that I didn't even see them in Rotterdam Left It Out, but the stage manager was in the band. She told me about it, and I checked them out, and they're a band called Library Card, and they're fucking fantastic. Would recommend, if you're ever in Rotterdam, go check them out.
I'm struggling with this question. I've got a little goblin in my head that just keeps thinking it'd be really funny to go Tom Waits, because he's not small. I'm going to have to double down on saying The Slow Country, because Naked Brunch is my number one choice always. I don't know why they haven't had, bigger interest. The Slow Country are fantastic. We're playing with them, and I think they're only small because they haven't released that much yet. So, yeah, do very well.
Is there anything you learned through making music you wish you learned?
Anything you learned from music which what, sorry?
That you wish you'd learned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was having some deep dark reflections in my bed at 2 a.m. last night. And I sort of came to the realization that like the thing that's really great about a song is that it kind of like constructs itself in a way, and it's like a collaborative project when we do it together in the band. And not to go into songwriting with like a predestined idea, because you kind of always arrive at what it's meant to be at the end of writing it. Which is kind of like a weird thing to like let go of control and like not try to make everything perfect. But I think that's made a difference in our songwriting when I do let go.
I couldn't possibly say anything else really. I think that I completely agree, and that's been certainly something that I think we've all learned being in this band. Any of the sort of latest material we've been working on has been entirely like a kind of a collaborative thing. There's always like an initial idea, but no sort of like entire end-to-end pre-formed kind of songs.
Something which I wish I learned earlier was that good enough is better than striving for perfection, and getting something out more frequently and releasing something and being happy and just getting rid of it and moving on to the next thing is far more conducive to yourself as a musician than working on something for too long.
Demo fever.
Something I wish I had learned earlier is that if you accidentally cut your hand and get quite a lot of blood on your guitar strings, that has a corrosive effect on the metal, and the next time you go to play the guitar, which may or may not be at a very big and important gig, the strings will have become really brittle, and they will just snap when you start hitting them. If anyone else could learn from that, I think it's better not to learn it the hard way.
Don't let the iron on your Don't let the iron on your strings oxidize. It won't be fun when you're playing on stage.
Another like performance one is it doesn't really matter if you flub a little bit and you just carry on through it and just have like as much fun as possible, and it really shines through into like the performance, I think. And I've been in so many bands where like trying to be like perfect, and it just like makes it look really awkward on stage and shitter than it could be if you were just having like a great time together. Yeah.
I love the Valley O by Shoo Shoo. It's been my favourite song for a couple of months now. It just like nothing's knocked it off the top. I've known it for years, but I've had a renaissance with it recently. It's all I listen to. I need help.
I feel like getting some Bob Dylan in there. I think everyone should have a bit of Bob Dylan. Positively 4th Street. I think that's just a sensational number. Yeah.
Terminus by Unwound.
Smash Mouth All Star.
I think everyone should listen to Wichita Lineman by Glenn Campbell every now and again. A bit like Touching Grass, but in a song.
And then any final words of wisdom?
Final words of wisdom. The wisest of us said.
A fact I found out recently, for anyone who struggles to go to sleep at night, is that if when you wake up you step outside into bright daylight, the way the melatonin works in your body is by like the first daylight you see rather than like the time you start winding down to go to bed. So actually, if you need help sleeping, get up in the morning, face the day, smell the roses, and that'll help you sleep later that night. I thought that really helped me.
Some additional wisdom I would like to share is that if you're in Manchester on the 26th of May, or London on the 27th of May, or Bristol on the 29th of May, we're there too, and you can see us.
Shit, dude. He's a salesman.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
That was the wisest.